Diwali and a prosperous new year to all of you. On this auspicious occasion, I wish for you peace, prosperity, abundance, and a joyful life. Today, I will share the secrets to dissolve all obstacles in your life. I love to make complicated subjects easier, so let me explain through a story. I'm sure you must have heard this story. One day, a lion was asleep and a little mouse ran over the lion's back. The lion woke up, put his paw on the mouse, and opened his big mouth. He wanted to eat the mouse. "Oh, king," cried the mouse, "I am so sorry. I will never climb on you again. Maybe one day I will also help you." The lion laughed at the silly mouse. "You will help me?" But he still let the mouse go. 1 week later, hunters came and caught the lion. They tied the lion to a tree and went to find a wagon to carry him away. The little mouse heard the lion's roar. When he saw the big lion tied to the tree, he said, "I am going to help you now." Slowly he ate away the ropes and said, "I told you I can help you." And he was right. So what is the learning here? Be compassionate. Let us choose to respond with loving kindness and understanding at all times. Greet everyone with compassion, especially those who challenge and irritate you. And also remember to extend that same compassion and loving kindness towards your own self. Want to know the secrets? Let us begin. I'm Laila Ahmed, an intuitive trainer, author, and a therapist. The secret is compassion. Compassion is one of the best tools you can use to overcome and dissolve almost every obstacles and pitfall that you are likely to encounter along your path. Through compassion, we can generate wisdom, clarity of vision, and bring about a spiritual transformation. With compassion comes understanding, acceptance, and a sense of calm. Think of the wise teachers and the spiritual leaders you have met in your lifetime. Despite their considerable challenges and hardship, they can maintain equanimity and a sense of peace within their heart, which radiates out to all those who are fortunate enough to be in their presence. It is likely you will soon have opportunities to try out the spiritual tool with ease and grace. When facing challenging situation, choose how best to respond. Be kind and understanding rather than trying to win the argument or maintain your position. Ask yourself, what response will serve the highest good of all, rather than satisfying the personal desires and the need of our ego? When faced with any difficult situation, think of the wisest, the kindest person you know in your life and whom you respect. Then imagine how they would respond in a similar circumstances. When dealing with an individual who you find particularly challenging, it can be helpful to imagine where the other person is coming from. This expression has become a bit of a glitch, but it does contain some truth and wisdom. Often, if you knew the whole story of someone's life and what has brought them to this point, we would be far more kind towards them. Make allowances and a conscious effort to generate feelings of compassion, especially to those who challenge and irritate you the most. As you develop more compassion, you will evolve more as a spiritual being. This difficult individual who tests you to your limits may be your greatest teacher, as they help you to build your spiritual compassion muscles. Also look back at how you have reacted when facing various challenges. Review, without judging yourself harshly, how you might have reacted with more compassion and reflect on how that might have changed the entire outcome and how you now feel about it. Temper all this with common sense. Being compassionate does not mean sacrificing your own needs and wishes, nor does it mean tolerating behaviors and circumstances which are detrimental to you and your loved ones. It is important to be respectful of your own needs also. Be equally compassionate to yourself as you are to others. Remember, compassion for oneself is immensely important. If you find it easy to be kind to others but are very self critical, in fact, you are often your harshest critic, then imagine how a wise and infinitely kind angelic being of light would treat you. Then treat yourself in the same manner. To discover for yourself how compassion can bring great joy and contentment into your life, try the following experiment for the next 24 hours. Set your reaction default mechanism to compassion and loving kindness. By this I mean that whenever you interact with anyone, let your first response be compassion, whether you are in a one-to-one conversation, part of a larger group, or you are talking on the phone or even online. Before you react in any way, place a compassion filter over your feelings, words, and action. Take a breath, become more mindful, and try to find the most compassionate, understanding, and a loving way of responding in all situations. You may need to slow down your normal response time, especially if you are usually very quick witted and fast to respond to others. It might help to place post-it notes around as a reminder. It is also very important to remember that this compassion response mechanism has to apply to the way you treat yourself. You almost certainly will slip up and find situations where you would have been more kindly and loving to others rather than your own self. But please remember not to judge yourself too harshly. Just remind yourself to keep on trying. Accept you may not always get it right. You are not perfect, and that is fine. That is absolutely fine. You are wonderful. Light-filled work in progress with a seed of perfection at the core of your being and infinite spiritual potential. This video is reminding you that you now have the opportunity to grow into a more evolved spiritual being and serve as an inspirer and guide to so many other people in your life. By the way you act and respond to others, you can show the world how to bring in more light and joy onto the planet this Diwali. Let compassion be your guide this new year and all that follows thereafter. With compassion, share this learning with your family and friends, and let's together make a difference. Till we meet next, light and fragrance to all of you.